Greetings, everyone. Welcome to my Urban Bread podcast, Birth of a Nation. It's been a minute, but I was compelled to do a reading today, so I just wanted to kind of get on here and do like a general reading for the collective. And so I pulled a few cards already for like pre-cards, but I mean, what I'm seeing right now, I'm going to go ahead and read these cards. So, I can kind of tell you what's in your energy and what's going on right now, okay? And maybe some of my energy in there as well. So, I'm pre-recording this video and I will be uploading it to Facebook and all my social media platforms so you'll be able to catch it. I hadn't really quite figured out what I'm going to call it yet, but as the reading goes along, we will figure that out. So let me put these glasses on because I'm blind as a bad baby. Sometimes I can't see nothing and sometimes I can. But anyway, let's get into it. Let me show you the two decks that I'm using. So I'm using the regular tarot deck, which is a classic tarot. This is the classic tarot. And I also got these oracle cards. This will be my second time using them, called What's the Tea. So I'm mixing two decks. I'm mixing the classic tarot and the What's the Tea oracle cards. So what we have right now, my first card that came out was a Ten of Cups, and it came out in the upright, right? That's the Ten of Cups. And then I had the Three of Swords to come out, and it came out in the upright. And then I had the Four of Wands to come up, and it came out in the upright. So what I'm seeing right now, that you are doing some celebrating, like you have come into a divine union. You know, you have people celebrating you. You have harmony, whether it's a romantic partnership or relationship, or you just have a lot of fulfillment and happiness around you because you've come into alignment. But it's also showing right here that somebody somewhere is in heartbreak right now because of the journey that you've been on, and because obviously you've closed out a chapter. And you also have like with that Four of Wands that's coming up, the celebration, like you have closed out a cycle and you have finally moved towards someone or people that celebrate but you have someone in your energy, which is probably an ex or an ex-friend, an ex-lover, or it could be maybe even a family member that you don't speak with anymore. But in my oracle deck, it's coming out that, like the giving money card. It says paying their bills, always asking, trying to buy love, and fake flexing. So it seems like someone in your energy, maybe that you cut off or whatever, they may not be celebrating and doing as well as you. Like they probably all over their social media or whatever, fake flexing, because this other card came out like pretending that they have this, pretending that they have that, but they're really living from paycheck to paycheck. But I see that a lot when people with the fake flexing and all over social media acting like they have this and they have that, and just trying to show off, etc., or whatever. But you are also being called for some of your endeavors to go ahead and just move in silence. And certain people you will find, or maybe you've learned already, that you can't tell everything to. Like you can't tell all your moves to, because they're going to try to discourage you and downplay your moves. But if you haven't gotten to this energy yet, you are going to be the one that's going to be celebrated, right? And you're going to have some people maybe in agony and defeat. You know what I'm saying? It's saying heartbreak, but they're going to be grieving because of either the relationship that you cut off, or grieving because they tried to downplay, everything that you were doing. Like this is kind of like the Phoenix rising type thing, where you're rising and you're coming up out of the ashes, and the people that doubted you, or the person that doubted you and downplayed you, is pretty much living from check to check, pretending to be okay, acting like everything is okay. So we're gonna pull some more cards because I want to clarify with that fake flexing and the person that's maybe downplaying you or downplaying all the things that you do. So it seems like I'm gonna figure out after I pull this next spread what to actually call this video right here, and you will see when I upload it, because I'm gonna go ahead and pull another spread. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and figure out who this person is that's been downplaying you and why. Okay, I'm gonna take both of these cards off. they're downplaying you. You hit the jackpot. Whatever you got going on, you hit the jackpot. Whether you came into another relationship or whether you got a new job, you're like, because your cash flow, everything is lining up for you and everything is in alignment. You know, whatever situation you were in, the Most High know that you had genuine intentions in that relationship or situationship or just family dynamic. So you're being given something, like you have an offer, right? A door opened for you because of your pure intentions, because of the seeds that you planted, you know. You also had the next card to come out was thief. So you had someone in your energy that was pretty much just robbing you. And when I say robbing you, I don't mean a lot of times being that you're being your finances, right? But you had somebody that was probably robbing you of your peace, your love, your joy, you know what I'm saying, your emotions, like just playing around. So this card right here is kind of like a gaslighter. You had a gaslighter in your energy. So see how he's leaning over the window talking to her? You know, this could go either way. It could be male or female, but somebody trying to tell you maybe them little sweet nothings and they really don't mean it. That's like a love bomb or a gaslighter. So you had that in your energy, and now that they're in their feelings now because you have obviously hit the jackpot. And when I say jackpot, like I said, I'm not necessarily talking finances, but I'm also saying that maybe you took your power back from a certain situation, right? And you leveling up. And that's what has that person in agony. And that's what has that person maybe walking around acting like they have it all together, and that they pretending to be something that they're really not, pretending that they're okay, whether it's emotionally or financially, but they're really not. So let me see. And they're in their head about whatever offer that maybe you have received. Let's see. Let's pull. This is a confirmation for those of you to, if you have taken that leap of faith, then that's good for you because you're in your new beginning and you close a cycle, or you ended a cycle. But if you're not in that, then this is the energy that you have been calling in. This is what you're manifesting. You're manifesting to have your finances, you know what I'm saying, to pick up, like for your cup to overflow. You're manifesting a new life and a new beginning. So if you haven't gotten to your person yet, or your divine masculine or divine feminine that you've been praying for and that you've been throwing out into the universe, it's on the way. So don't give up, okay? Because you're in that energy where you are attracting and calling in that new beginning. Somebody gonna be ticked off, baby, because they didn't think you could do it. They didn't want you to have no new beginning. And this probably has a lot of my energy in it as well. So the next thing I have to come out is the Five of Wands. You have fire signs out there. You have Leo, and this is the Five of Wands, okay? And the Five of Wands shows and proves that you pretty much had someone in your energy that was always in competition with you, you know? There was always some type of conflict or disagreement, just chaotic energy, period. So you've moved away from that energy right there. And if you haven't moved away from that energy, you're being called to move away from it. That way you can go ahead and receive all the blessings that God has in store for you. Let me pull another one because I want to clarify with that chaotic energy, that energy that's always in competition with you. For some of you, it was more than one energy, because on this card right here, it's more than one energy. So you probably had a lot of people trying to come up against you, and that's just in competition with you, period. And sometimes you could have people in competition with you that you don't even know, you know, or people that you wouldn't even think would be in competition with you. Meanwhile, you just, you know, living everyday life, minding your business, doing what works for you and what's best for you. And you will have people around you that's in secret competition, you know. Don't worry about that, though. Just keep going. But it's good that you know. It's probably confirmation for a lot of y'all, because I know if you're an empath like me and you're part of this collective, and if you watch this video, then you can feel those types of energies around you. Get some more cards. I want to pull some more cards. Okay, this card flew out. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, and it came out in the upright. That's the Queen of Pentacles. You also have the Knight of Wands, which came out. That's the Knight of Wands right there. So the Queen of Pentacles is normally a parent, like it's normally a mother figure has children or whatever. So you're very nurturing out there, and you're sitting on your throne. You usually you've been working at something. You're passionate about something. It's something that you've been maybe working on, and you're very passionate about it because you're putting a lot of positive energy behind it, right? You're adventurous. You're fearless. Okay, let me tell you something. For the chosen ones that are out there, for my divine masculines and divine feminines, normally we are leaders. We are natural born leaders, right? So if you've taken your power back, then you are definitely now using that energy and putting it towards things that you love and things that's gonna benefit you and inspire you. I see that you're passionate. Maybe some of y'all are starting some new businesses, and maybe it is a romantic relationship that you're starting, but whatever it is, you're very passionate about it because you're getting away from that old stuck and stagnant energy and from those competitive energies and people that don't really want to see you win, that just that don't want to see you elevate, and like I said, will downplay everything that you do. But you've been moving away from that energy. And baby, you have some people, either a person or some people that's pissed. They're not that happy about it, And if you do still have that person in your energy, then move in silence. If you're trying to whatever you're trying to build, if you have some of those people, because I know sometimes some people you can't help but have in your energy, especially if it's family sometimes, but you're being called to keep some things to yourself. You don't have to tell them your every move when it comes to your business or when it comes to your relationship, because they're going to see it for themselves anyway, because the Most High is going to make sure that you level up right in front of them, okay? The saying when they say, he'll make your image your footstool. So they're going to see it. They're going to witness it. So you don't have to really just broadcast it. Your actions and your life is going to speak for itself. And they're going to see that glow up, and they'll be able to tell that you, laid those burdens down, or you laid down those draining people, and that you're no longer pouring into people that deplete you and don't pour back into you. So let me pull a couple of more cards. First of all, I'm going to take this Magician card, and I'm going to take the Star. This is the Magician. Okay, the Magician is showing that you're manifesting. So your manifestations are coming through. This is the Magician that comes out in the upright. We have air signs out there. I know I'm an air sign. We have Mercury energy. I'm a Libra, so any Libras out there. And also the Star card. This is the Star card that came out in the upright, okay? You were meant to win. You were meant to be on a path that's going to bring you abundance because you're calling it in. The Magician is a powerful manifester, okay? So you're calling in the, you know how they say the desires of your heart? You're calling in that life that you really, really, truly desire and that you deserve. And the universe is definitely going to give it to you, Like I said, if you had somebody in your energy that was blocking some of those things and you took that leap of faith and now you're in your new beginning, then this is exactly what you called in. This is what the universe rewarded you with. And with the Star card coming out, this is renewal. This is renewal. This is renewal of your energy. This is you stepping into your power. This is good fortune. This is rejuvenation. You know what I'm saying? You've rejuvenated ever since you maybe detached and moved away from some of those negative energies. This is you being rejuvenated and being fulfilled. And now instead of you pouring in to other people or another person, you're pouring into yourself now. You see how the Star has two cups right there? You're pouring into yourself. You're giving to yourself now. And sometimes we have to be selfish like that, So for all of you that have been on that spiritual journey, I hope that this reading right here was some confirmation for y'all. I just wanted to do just a little brief general reading for the collective right here. And I want you to know that you're on the right track. Like I said, some of you and a lot of y'all have already stepped into your new beginning. And if you have not stepped into that new beginning, it's because you're being called to release some of those toxic, chaotic energies that's around you. Maybe close out that cycle with that relationship. But for those of us that's already in that new beginning, baby, this is confirmation. You're on the right track, okay? Those people that didn't mean you no good or didn't do right by you, they out there fake flexing, acting like they're okay with your presence, with your absence, but they're not okay at all. And the Most High is allowing them to watch your glow up and to watch you see. To let them see exactly what it is that they missed out on. So that was my reading. for the collective, and I will put the title when I upload it to my page and let you know the title of it. So thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you I will see you later. And for my kings and queens, my divine feminines and divine masculine, I will do a live reading on Sunday, and we will get more in depth into this, okay? Because I want to speak about those new beginnings and the things that you have to release in order to put you on the right frequency and the right vibration to call in those things, okay? All right, that's it. Thank y'all so much. Bye-bye.